everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and I am here, sorry, that's a look. I'm here to give you guys an update on my project pan for the spring. So last month, this month, and the next month, we are doing my first project pan, which I do have to say I'm gonna have to make a couple of changes to the project pan that I had originally started with, because I feel like I put a little too much on my plate and now I'm scrambling to use my stuff and I don't really like how that feels. So, but before we get to the changes I'm making, let's update you on some of the progress we've made. Let's start with our base products, our primers. So these are the primers. This one is completely gone. Nothing comes out of it anymore. This one, I still have stuff in here. I don't know how, but I still have stuff in here. I only really use this on my T-zone to fill in my pores. So it's a little hard to use this up compared to this, because this goes all over the face with the exception of just this area right here. You know what I mean? So use this up. Having used this one up, still gonna try to finish it by the next 3 months. So hopefully I do that. Now, moving on to the foundation. Here it is. So this is where we first started, right there. And then this is where we are now. I feel like I've used up a good half of it and I put a pump in it. That has made it so much easier to use up this foundation. I took a pump from one of my other foundations, put it on this. It's made it so much easier to use this foundation. I don't have to tip it over and I don't overuse product or waste product, because that's certainly not something I want to do, even if I want to use it up. Let's move on. Hopefully I can finish this next month. I have been mixing it and I have been using other foundations aside from this one, because I did do 2 other reviews last month for 2 foundations whenever I was doing my project pan for this. So but it's worked out well for using it only 2 weeks, like straight only 2 weeks, and not even every day. I feel like it's been really good to me. So, and I've used quite a bit of it. Hopefully I can use it up within the next month, and that'll give me some more progress. Here is the E.L.F. Camo Concealer. I don't think, well, I do. I'm gonna keep using this. It's what I'm wearing on my under eyes right now. I really like it because it's self-setting, like I said before. I am still mixing it with my different concealer because it's too freaking light for me. It just is. But I need to use it up because it is too light for me. Because I do have other concealers I want to use. I really, really want to use this up. I doubt I'm going to be able to use it up by the end of June, but it doesn't hurt to try. Then moving on to the blushes, or actually no, let's move on to powders because I did some major progress. This is what this looks like now. The reason it looks like this is because only the corners had a little bit of powder in them, and I couldn't really get a full coating of powder on my brush anymore. And then I was like, you know what? Let me crush it and repress it. The repressing did not go so well. So here we are. This is what it ended up looking like. I think I have maybe a week's worth of use, maybe less, probably 4 days of use to this thing. So I'm gonna keep using it and hopefully move on to the next powder. Now, moving on to the CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder that I had talked to you guys about. I think I'm going to be taking this out of the project pan and just roll it in whenever I finally use up the Wet n Wild one, because trying to use both powders, it just doesn't really work for me right now. So I'm just gonna stick with this one, and I'm gonna move on to this one once the time comes. As of now, this is going out of the project pan, and I'm gonna see what other things in my collection I can use as well. So that one's going out. For the contour powder, I am really excited about this because I hit tiny pan right there. I am so happy about this. And if you've noticed, the pan on this one has gotten bigger. So I'm really, really happy about the progress I'm making on this one. I've actually wanted to repress this side, but I don't really have anything that fits this shape. So I feel like I'm just gonna leave it like this. Once it gets to the point where I can't really coat my brush all that well anymore, I'm going to just focus on this one, and that's it. And then once this becomes unusable, I'm gonna deem it done. So there we do. We've got that right there. What's the next thing? The next thing is the blushes, right? Yes, I believe it's the blushes. So this blush has gotten quite a lot of use out of it. I still have not hit pan, but as you can tell, the little dip that I did with my nail from when I first purchased this product, when I first got this product, it's getting a lot deeper to the point where I believe I might be hitting pan within the next week or so. And that's if I keep using it regularly. Today I have a brand new blush that I'm wearing, and I just like trying new things. Because I am wearing a different blush and I'm not wearing this one, I kind of wanted to update us on the other blush, the Monarch blush, the orangey blush. I've decided that I need to take this out of the project pan and focus solely on Party, because like I said, I like playing with other things in my collection, and having two blushes to focus on just narrows me down, tunnels me down way too much, and I think that I just put a little too much pressure on myself with this. So using this one up, using other things in my collection as well, but mostly focusing on this one and taking out Monarch. Moving on to the lipsticks. It is a sad, sad day for me, guys, because Times Square, I used about this much of it and it turned on me. It smells like cake batter gone bad. Like if you leave an egg out, or like if you leave an egg out and it starts to smell, that's what this smells like. And I'm so sad because I've never had anything turn on me before. I had a more manageable collection, and now that it's gotten a little bit too much out of hand, I feel like I could have done better. Could have used it up, but I didn't. I had too many new things, and I feel like it's time to use my stuff up. So I'm umping up my game on my other two liquid lipsticks, and this one is going in the trash, unfortunately. Moving on to my other two lipsticks. So for Calypso, this is where we started. This is where we are now. I feel like we made very little progress, but that's because I was mainly focusing on this one until it turned. And then I switched between my other two lipsticks that are in my collection, as well as using other ones, using the rest of the project pan. So here I have November. I barely used any of it, but I did change a bit, so that's a good thing. I feel like Calypso's the one that I've made the most progress on, so I'm really happy about that. I think the lipsticks are gonna stay like this. I'm not going to put anything into the project pan to replace Times Square because I did use quite a bit of it and then it turned. Now it's going in the trash and that makes me sad. I will not be repurchasing this anytime soon. One, because the ColourPop website is not shipping anything right now, which is due to why we're all at home, which is fine. You know, who needs makeup right now? Certainly not me. I have too much of it. So then we're moving on to the lip scrubs. And the lip scrubs are as follows. This one, I think I used about half of what I had in here. So one more month and we should be done with this. Like absolutely scraping the barrel, kind of done. With the lip polish or the, is it lip polish? No, the Luxe treatment. This thing, oh my goodness guys, I hit pan on this and I was so excited. And then I was like, you know what? Let's start over. Let's do this right this time. So the lip polish, it was a full lip polish. It was completely full. Now I'm halfway through it. And after I mixed everything in, I'm halfway through it and I'm still using it. As you can tell, I've used quite a bit of it still. And I continue using this. This is like, I put it on every night. Oh man. Lipstick. I put it on every night and I put it on before putting on makeup so that my lips are nice and plump and smooth and they don't look like crusty. So I think I'm definitely gonna finish this by the end of the project pan. That's a good thing. I'm really happy about that. What else? Ooh, another lip product. This is the one that I am shocked to see how much progress I've made on it. And this is the Buxom Erica. So this is a mini lip gloss in Erica. That is how far down we've gone. It looks like we've used more, but kind of got knocked down, so it was on its side. As you can tell, there's a little bit of product running down. So it was on its side, but that's how much we've used. I've used more than half of this thing. I love it. Not that I love the product itself. It's not bad. It's just that I don't like lip gloss. And my husband doesn't like these because they're tingly. So I try to only wear it either when I'm filming or when he's not home. And right now, that's not very often. But I still wear it every now and then because I'm still filming videos. I'm still doing things. And whenever I'm going to kiss him, I obviously remove it and I put it back on. And that's what's helping me, you know, go through it. So I'm really happy about that. And thank you, love. Thank you for helping me use this thing. Next, we are moving on to our setting sprays. Both of these, gone. I was actually without a setting spray for about a week while my Pretty Fresh, I think it's called. Yeah, my Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid spray came in and I'm in love with that spray. The spray itself, the mist, is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I might just think about repurchasing it. Is that terrible? I'm pretty sure it is. But so I've had this one for about a month. No, that's not a month. Probably 2 weeks. Yeah, I've had this for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and I freaking love it. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on using this. It's nice. I already also have more Wet n Wild, the coconut ones. Love those. They're one of my favorites. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm just gonna wait to use this one up little by little. So there you go. These are trash. Another one that I'm really excited and kind of sad about is my nighttime moisturizer. It's completely gone. I love it. I kind of struggled trying to find a replacement for this because, as I've said before, I like trying new things. And I decided to move on to another treatment moisturizer because it's literally, it's just this one, but I decided to stick with it by itself because I was getting a couple of little milia bumps from using this and this together. It was just too moisturizing for my skin. So decided to just use this one for a whole month by itself, used it all up. I'm really happy about that. And now moving on to using just this by itself. This is not in the project pan. I'm not rolling this in because I have no idea how long this is gonna take me. And that's good. This one, I feel like I still have like a week of use left, if you can tell. There's that much. And even then, there's that little line right there. That's how much product I have left. And I think I'll be able to use this within a week. So I'm really happy I'm finishing this. I need to find, I already have a replacement for this, so I'm really happy about that. And I'll get to use my SPF more regularly because this does come with SPF 15. And I don't spend a lot of time outside, so I really don't need more than, SPF 15 or SPF 30. So really happy about that. Those are trash. And so trash. Okay. Moving on to the palettes. As you can tell, there's been very little progress done on this. I mean, you could see a couple of dents there, and there, which I'm really happy about, but it's not really all that marvelous, the progress that I've made on this. So I'm taking this out of my project pan because I've gotten the use that I wanted out of it. I don't think I'm gonna finish it, but I still do love these shadows. So I'm gonna take it out of the project pan, put it back into my collection, and just focus on one of the palettes. Now, this one I'm kind of iffy about because I don't really like what I did, but I did it anyway because I got frustrated. And let me show you. So here it goes. I barely used it like at all, but as you can tell, there's a little bit of pan right there. Want to know why there's a little bit of pan right there? Because I've been using this shade to coat my eyes every single time after I put primer on it. I had not reached pan on it up until like a week ago. I was using it and using it and not getting pan. I was so frustrated. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. So, and you'd seen how much progress I had on it already. So what I did was I took my tweezers and I poked it to see how long till I would hit pan. And it crumbled up a little bit, and then from then on I've been using it, and that's how much pan I've gotten to it. This one I've gotten a little more use out of. It's what I use as my inner corner highlight most of the time. I really like it. But aside from that, nothing else has gotten used except for this one. But as you can see, there's barely any dent on it. So not much of a reason to keep it on the project pan for now. I'm still going to keep it in my collection because I do feel like I get some use out of it, and I will probably move on to this one once I use the next palette up, or some of the shades from this palette. So moving on to the last palette. That's this right here. As you can tell, some of the shades have been flattened, such as that one and that one. And this one has a pretty big dent in it. So I'm really happy about that. Also the blush, I've been using it as a shadow. Yes, it's an eyeshadow, and it has a pretty big dent in the middle. So I'm really happy about that. I don't like this translucent powder. I've decided I'm not going to use it anymore. That is off the pan. So all I'm focusing on right now is going to be this part of the pan. Give me a second. Baby's calling. Sorry, the baby wanted Mickey Mouse. So gave him what he wanted just so I could finish filming the video and his dad finish doing what he's doing. So there it is. You can see from now on, that's all we're gonna focus on for the project pan of this one. As soon as we hit pan on one of the shadows in here, I've decided that I'm going to, just take that out. Like as soon as I hit pan on any of the shadows in here, it's gone. Because I got what I wanted. So I'm happy about the progress I've made with this. I did say that if I didn't use it for the coming month or the last month that I was going to throw it out. I feel terrible for having said that because my mommy gifted me this and I don't want her money to go to waste. I don't want her money to go to the trash. I really want to use it up. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to use all of that up or at least one of these shades up. And once I do, I am going to move on to a different palette, but it's going to stay in my collection. So there you go. That's that. That is all the updates. So from all the things that I've mentioned here, I'm only taking 2 things out of the project pan, and that's because I gave myself too much. No, actually, taking out 4 things out of the project pan because I feel like I gave myself too many things to focus on, and it didn't give me time to play with all the other items in my collection that I want to play with, that I want to film videos with. Pretty sure all the videos that you guys seen, it was me using any one of these products, and it might have gotten a little repetitive, and I don't want that to happen. So there you go. I did make a 15-minute mommy get ready with me, and I used mainly this palette for the, the inner part of the eye, then the outer corner, the brow bone. That's it. Use that. I'm getting some great use out of it on my everyday life. And once I'm done focusing on this for the next 3 months, I can definitely rotate something else in from the other 2 palettes that I have in my collection. So that's a good thing to think about. Yes, yes. And that's it. This is the Project Pan update numero 1. So if you liked what you see here, if you want to see more, give me a like, drop a comment down below letting me know how I can improve my content for you, and I'll have another update with this and then the finale of the Project Pan for spring. So thank you very much for stopping by. Oh, wait. I forgot. Since I did use this primer up, this one right here, I am going to add in my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. It's actually almost gone too, so I'm really happy about that. Once this is gone, there's not going to be another hydrating primer in my collection for a while until I finish this. I will not be adding another primer to the Project Pan one until this is done. Once this is done, I will add something else. But until then, we're sticking to the products that we currently have. And cue in picture here of the items. And yeah, that'll be all. Thank you very much for stopping by. Love you. Share this video with your mom, your dad, your uncle, your tia, your neighbor down the street. Any little bit of sharing helps. Thank you so much. Love you. Stay safe and have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.